Today is Tao. Caesar's playing another episode of Terroir, and we're going to try making some decent wine. I had a bit of a play around last night, and I think I have a better idea of how to make wine. I did alright. Some of the seasons kind of screwed me, because I just got all sun or all rain, but we'll try our best. We're up to 17,000. Some of the stuff's terrible. This one here is terrible. This is going to be terrible if I bottle this. It's probably going to be garbage. So I might actually I'm going to discard it. I'm going to forget about that one. And this one here, it's probably not great, right? See if I can't sell in some of this, though. We'll sell some of those. Keep that up at 5. We'll probably discard this one. Maybe we'll try selling it. It looks like I've got some selling. It's pretty hard selling the garbage stuff, right? Nobody wants to have some... Nobody wants some pig swill. It's, yeah, it's not great. Hopefully this rot goes away before we start here. Do not fancy starting with rot. That is for sure. And I think I've also refined my process and how I make these. Acidity, while I first thought it was bad, seems to be pretty good. We're going to speed up a little here because I don't want to be behind the times. Alright, I can do with some rain now. I can definitely do with some rain. No foliage at 3 is pretty bad. I don't know how I'm getting rot right now. That kind of sucks when I'm into 3. Come on, go away, rot. There we go. Alright. We're still in spring. Good coverage. We might leave it with optimal coverage, right? That way I can kind of get into the sort of more summer and winter, well, summer and autumn seasons with some fairly decent cover here. We do have to be careful of rot. I don't want any rot. That's my main concern. We've got our little crappy chateau with a few trees here and our little well. We have to even chop our own wood. I'm not so convinced about that. Okay, we've got rot. No, we don't have rot. This rot that's on and off again could potentially do us a real disservice with our yield here. Oh my god, we are getting a lot of rot. We're going to have to clear out this optimal cover. Normally it's not this bad. I don't know why it feels the need to give me so much rot right about now. So this is going to be a really bad harvest. If we do not get... Come on. It's cloudy right now, so hopefully we'll go up a little here. Alright. Apparently not. Okay, we're gonna cut down all of this. We're gonna go into the later seasons and hopefully we can crank this. So I've got till November to really harvest here, and it looks like we are not gonna get out of the 3 zone. If it hits November, we are gonna have to harvest this. Alright, we did at least get up to a 4, but it's not looking good for us. Only 0.83 tons. So we're going to get on with the squishing here. The old piggage. Going to crush this down. I think after this, so what I'm looking to do is reduce the sweetness down by... I'll probably reduce it down by 1. Give us 4 sweetness. And then we're going to absolutely crush the hell out of it when we get to the juicing section, which should hopefully give us a little bit more body and acidity. We're going to sell the last 4 of these. That should get that out of the way, and if we got some room here, we will do. So we'll try and sell 370 of these. It is really bad stuff, so it probably won't sell all that well. Alright, so the way this works is acidity. The more you crush it, the more acidity you get, but you also get some body with it. So I found that 100% crushing it and then reducing it back down seems to do alright. At least that's my theory anyway. So we're going to completely squish it here. So we went from 6 body up to 8. We also gained a whole lot of acidity. Now, from what Google says, and reading about wines, I know very little about wines, but apparently acidity makes you want to drink more wine. Who knew? So we're going to keep an eye on it here. The tannins I want down. I probably get the acidity down to about 8. And then maybe this should be alright to sell. So we just need 1 more month in here. And fingers crossed we do alright out of this, because we do not have much else to sell other than this this one here. Sorry, was it January? Yeah, it was January when I checked. Gotta keep checking. I don't want to be shafting myself on this one. So we should be down to 8. So we're gonna bottle this, and we're gonna cross our fingers that this is decent, because we got very little out of it. And it's not gonna look good if we fail at this one. Alright, we're gonna get Fern, Boris, and El Scorcho. We could get Caleb here, but we'll probably just go with the lower rent group. Actually, we might dump... We'll keep El Scorcho. We'll dump Boris here, and we'll pick up Caleb. Maybe we'll get them to test. And we got 4.5 stars. So I'm pretty sure my theory's right. It wasn't the greatest batch, right? I got hardly any out of it, but my theory is if you get the body up, tannins down, sweetness down, and acidity up, it does well. And it seems to have done well. So we're going to go in for our next season here, and this time round, we should be able to make some decent money when these last 2 bottles sell. Come on, sell these bottles. So we're going to go for, we'll see if we can't get by with 200 to get this up. I think 200 should put us up into the 5 region. Excellent. Which means we should be able to sell our next group in there when we're ready. So we've only managed to sell a couple of hundred of these bottles. It is nasty stuff, and nobody really wants the old pig swill there. But they like my top quality pig swill. None of this nasty stuff. Alright, we're up to 2 again. This is not great, but hopefully we don't get any rot this time. I do not appreciate the rot. How are we doing? We got light foliage. Doesn't look like light foliage. That looks like a lot of foliage to me. Hopefully we can get it up to about 3 and then get some cover on it. Because I would like to go in a little bit later, once again. But this time I would actually like a yield. Because last time that was a terrible yield. 0.8 of a ton is, it's not great. Alright, we're going to cut this down. And apparently we're going to get a lot of rain again. We're up to 0.6. No rot just yet. I don't like to... That's a lot of rain apparently. So the reason I don't like to push it too high too fast is because it's easier to go up than it is to go down. And apparently it is just going to rain a lot. So we're into June. If we get into August again and we're down on 2, we're going to have to just cut all the foliage off and hope for maybe a few cloudy and sunny days. Maybe. We'll be lucky. Rainy days will probably stuff us. Alright, we're going to get a clear day here, so we should go up by 1. That should help us out a little. We're going to check on our sales since it's been a few months here. Alright, we're going to sell the rest at 280 since we're never going to go over 5. But we'll get the rest sold here. Try our best. Oh, we've sold a few of those. We'll get in there with the 2 stars. So we're still on 2. We've got a cloudy day here. So we shouldn't go up by any on the cloudy day. We're in July, so we just want a little bit more to go. Are we full speeding here? We are not. So we're into August. So now we can probably chop down all of this foliage here. And we should get... Right, a cloudy day with no foliage should push us up by 1. Clear day should push us up by 2. So as soon as we hit that 6, we are going to harvest. And there we go. We got 1.6 tons. Much better. Much better. Sweetness, it's reasonable. But we also got the good bottlage here. So anything we do out of this should give us a 5-star, or at least close to. So we're going to get to the crushing. I'm actually really enjoying this game. It's simple art. You know, it gets a little repetitive, but I find it quite nice. I mean, I've kind of gotten into growing the other stuff in my my test runs, and I've kind of acquired a few more squares. It takes a bit of work. It takes a fair bit of work. So You don't really reap huge amounts of money in the start, even once you kind of get down what you need to do. It does take a long time to really get things rolling. We're going to sell into here. I want this one to remain open because we're going to have the next batch of wine done in a few months. And I don't want that bogged up with the crap stuff, right? So I'm going to max crush once again, just to give us a whole lot of body, a whole lot of acidity. And we just need to get that tannins down, and we should be good. So we're going to chuck it into the French common oak, the old commoner here. So it's going to go down by 2 every month, so we're going to need 2 months, because we want to go down by 4. Maximum it can go down by 2 is 4, from what I've seen. So we should be pretty good here. We built up a little bit of renown, so from what I've seen, renown kind of gives you a little bit of extra income. So we're down to 4, so we only need 1 more month, right? 5, we're down to 5, sorry. We only need 1 more month, and that should get our acidity down to 8. And then this should be another batch of at least 4.5, since it should closely match what we had in the other bottle. Else, it should be, going a bit fast here. So we definitely want to bottle this now. And we even got earthy out of it, which is really good for us. We're going to call this top shelf, I think, because this stuff is going to be top shelf cabinet. Let's bottle it. Let us bottle that. So how did we do? So we got earthy, so it should be worth a fair bit if this is a decent one. We're going to go down here. We're going to get Caleb again, because the more stars these guys have, the reviewers have, the higher it sells for as well. And we're going to get our tasting here. Oh, we did 4.5 again. It might be because we have Caleb on the... Yeah, so Caleb's dragging it down a bit, but it doesn't matter. He's a better taster, which means it should sell for a bit more, even though we are struggling a bit here. So we're down to 4 again. I wonder if 100 will get us to a 5. It does. Alright, even better. So we're up to $46 a bottle now, which is pretty good for us. So on the 5, oh really? You went down again? Alright, we might just have to jam in 200 to get it at a decent price there. So we might be able to, if we sell some of these other bottles. Are you guys sellable again? Not quite yet. So we might be able to, with a little bit of luck, afford another thing here. We're wanting to buy it probably towards the end of the year. Simply because, how's this doing actually? This has got no foliage. Alright. We could definitely do with some rain. Rain right about now. So the reason I want to buy the square at the end of the year is because we will have a chance... Oh, this rot is killing me. We will have a chance to grow the next vines in it, whereas if I build it now, it's just going to be costing us money. And I don't want to cut that actually. I want the rot to go away. Should go away with a bit of sunlight here. Yeah, so it'll just be sitting around, right? So I'll have wasted fairly much my time by getting another one if I do it now. Can we get in and sell some more of this? Alright, we're going down a bit. So we might actually throw all the bottles at them and see what happens. Can we sell some more bottles here? We cannot. Would love to be rid of that stuff though. We're into April. Ooh, okay. We're gonna have to cut that back a bit. What are we? Optimal? We're definitely gonna have to cut this down to light here, because this rot is not going away. And if we don't get it out of this lower region, it will not leave us. So we're gonna hope for maybe a clear day here. That should get rid of the rot. We do need some yield. Man, I've been having some bad years. Normally it's not this bad. Normally I get into the end years and this rot, the later dates, and the rot's not this bad, even down at this level, but apparently the rot just wants to absolutely set in today. So we're going to have to run quite late with this run again, just to even get something out of it. We can have enough money for this. We're not really going to have enough money, are we? What does a tile cost us? It costs us about... Where's the 25s? Okay, there's a 20 there. That's a 50, so we might end up getting this one for 20. But that's still not going to be... That's still going to be too much. Alright, we're into August, so we're going to cut this back right as far as we can. Hopefully we'll get another month or two out of just having it go up a little. There's up 1, so we're up to 60. This is not going to be a good one, though. Let's see if we can sell a bit more of this. I think we're just going to throw all 490 bottles. Ooh, that hurts us a bit that they've gone down so much. We'll try and sell some of this as well. They've got 1 bottle, that is annoying. So we should get a little bit more money back here. We'll try and get this up to... We're in September now. We're at a 5. We will be stuffed if it goes to a 7. Hopefully not. And October, we're into a 6. We're probably just going to harvest on that. And we'll have to make do with what we've got. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Get back into crushing that down with our feet. And we're up to 30,000. I don't want to buy now. I need money to be able to bottle stuff. Tannins are up again. So I need to make sure that I at least have 25,000 because I need the vines as well. I also need to be able to bottle for the next few years because we'll get a little hideous. This is kind of annoying that they're down to 1 though. I would love to sell them some more, but apparently they just want to shaft me a little on the pricing. So we're fermenting away here. We're going to speed up into time. Time and space. As we speed along here. 38. Ooh. Wine tasting. Okay. What wine tasting? Oh, there we go. Jeez, I thought I broke my game for a second there. We're going to absolutely crush the hell out of this. Begin the process. Can we slow down? Here we go. And so we've got 9 body on that one. That's alright. It'd probably go down to probably 5 anyway. These barrels kind of kill you a bit. Zesty and fruity flavors. So they can get earthy flavors out of this. I've seen buttery flavors as well when you stick in the other wine. Get our common old French oak in there. So we want that to go down by a bit. We're gonna sell some more of this. Kind of annoyed that these guys are shafting me on my pricing a little. But so be it. We're up to 42 and we're in January. I wonder if I could get this now. Let's try it. Hopefully we can plant and get it going. Sometimes it doesn't do it, other times it does. We've got 16,000, so this should be alright. We've got a decent batch of wine. Whoa. We've got to keep an eye on our wine. 5. I like it to be 4. Just simply because I would like to be... Oh, apparently we haven't gone down just yet. Just simply because I like what wins, right? It's already winning. Then so be it. There we go. Let's bottle this baby up. Pig Swill it is, I think. We don't get a lot of it, unfortunately. Real unfortunate, actually. Sometimes I hate how this thing scrolls, but you get by, we did... Oh, how come that... Actually, the acidity went down quite a bit on... Was this not what we were selling? What were we selling before? Weird. I thought we were selling that. So we got Nancy here, now that we've got a decent renown. So now it's down to El Scorcho to bring us up, because these two are probably going to take us down to 4s. See how we did. Alright, there's a 4 there and a 4 there, but El Scorcho, he's coming through and giving us a 5. So we will be happy with that. We do have 2 bunches of vines this time. So maybe this year, fingers crossed, we can do well. And that is not what I meant by well. And I find once you get a couple of tiles, it starts taking a lot to click down the vines. So you'll see, like, I'll click once here, that'll clear off vines. And I'll click, like, multiple times over here to clear vines. It's just a little bit a little bit more temperamental. So once there, 1, 2, 3 to clear that one. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a weird thing. Perhaps 25,000 here. We'll probably think we can sell in some more of this stuff. Oh, yep, we still can. Alright, these guys are still at 2. They're going up to 4. So we should get a little bit more money out of this. Doing pretty well for ourselves. Pretty well indeed. Now that I've got the hang of how to actually make the first grade of wine, it gets a little bit easier, right? This is really annoying that we have had no sunshine just yet. Because I feel like we're going to get hit with rot again. Alright, it's cloudy again. It's not what we need. We need some clear skies. Oh, more rain. So do you see what I mean by the rot's a little random? So like before I was in summer and we were getting rot around now. But now I'm in summer and we're getting no rot, but we're still down at a 1. We're probably going to have to prune off all of this in the attempt to get it up to around the 4, 5, 6 region. Especially as we come into the last few days here. But we should get a truckload of yield out of it. We are up to 2. We're into August. Getting another cloudy day, which isn't promising, but it is something at least. We're going to sell, can we sell more of this? We can. Hopefully we can get up to the 5 mark. Excellent. Should make a killing out of that one. How are we doing? We're into August. We're clear, so it should go up 1 more. And then we will probably just prune all of this back to accelerate it a little. Yep, we're pruning it. Prune it, baby! We do not want that rot there. We just need to go up by 1. Oh, 5. Oh man, we just lost so much of our yield though. Ooh, I think we might just have to tank that loss. And yeah, we're gonna tank it and take it in now. That is really bad. So out of 2, I only got basically 1 worth, but we have to take what we're gonna get. Fortunately, and it kind of wrecked us a little. Kind of wrecked us quite a bit. And I think with this crushing process, we will probably call it a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of winemaking and the Swill Company. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.